Hey everyone, it's been a while since I made a video, but I'm back and I've got a really cool LEGO ideas set, which is LEGO 21306, and this is the Beatles' Yellow Submarine. It's the Yellow Submarine taken from the film of the same name, and you might be interested to know that was actually made all the way back in 1968, so that's almost half a century ago. It's really quite amazing. But let's get on and take a look at this really cool LEGO set. I'll start with the box, because even that's awesome. It is a nice box and it's got a premium feel to it. The colours are really awesome. I really like the design that it's got on there. And obviously it shows you what you get in there, but it also shows you the minifigures here. So we've got John, Paul, George and Ringo. We'll take a look at those in a second. And I just want to show you some cool little detail. If you open the box, on the inside of the box you can see the four characters in their minifigure form, but if you turn the box around you can see those same four characters as they would be in the movie itself. It's really quite neat. So that's pretty much all I've got to say about the box, other than the back is pretty cool as well. It's got the nice design on it. It does have the blue meanie here, but you don't actually get that included in the set, which is a bit disappointing, but even so. Let's take a look at the LEGO set now. It's really cool. The LEGO set itself is absolutely gorgeous. All the pieces are printed, there's no stickers in here, which is fantastic. I really like the colours they've used to make this submarine. It can be a little confusing trying to separate the pieces because these two colours are really quite similar, but other than that, it's actually really fantastic to build. I really like the patterns and the designs that they've got on here. These lights on the side look fantastic. It is really, really nice to look at. I like that they've used little hot dog pieces here to form some kind of piping around the top of the submarine. It is a little bit fiddly to put together though, and you have to kind of line them up to make it look great, but other than that, it is pretty perfect. The propellers at the back spin round as well. It is just such an iconic looking LEGO piece. It's really nice. It comes on its own kind of little stand because it's got the little clear pieces at the bottom to prop it up as well. The top does come off, so you can just kind of pull it there. I really like some of the printed pieces that they've used in this. On the side, you get a little clock here, and I actually got a spare one of these included with it, which is nice. Always handy to have really cool spare pieces. And I like the 1968 that it's got on here as well. It looks really, really nice. There's a couple of small round towel pieces in there as well. And at the front, it's got some kind of control panel in front of the steering wheel. Let's just spin it all the way around, and you can see it's pretty much mirrored on the other side. So I guess this is a lot of pipe work, so probably the inner workings of the submarine, which looks really nice. And this is probably some kind of vent or some fan doing some circulation or something like that. But even so, it really does look neat. It's really nice. At the back, it's got a movable rudder, which can just kind of flex side to side here. You do get the anti-studs here, because you've got like the bottom of that base plate, so I guess it's really only made for viewing from one side, which is this one, but it doesn't matter. There's kind of a very, very kind of small point there. I really like how you can see the lines between the pieces, and it's all kind of flat because they've used the flat towel pieces with not many studs showing on top except at the bottom here on that stand. Here's the top of the submarine, and you can't really do much with this, but it's got a lot of detail on it. It's got the cool kind of periscopes, or the pipes here. I guess there's one for each Beatle, and there's the pipe work again. This printed piece looks really nice. I really like the design of it. It's so iconic, this submarine. It looks fantastic in LEGO. So let's just put that aside and take a quick look at the minifigures. So first up is this rather strange looking character. I think he's called Hillary Boob, or you might kind of know him as the Nowhere Man, and he's got a little apple. He does look kind of creepy, but if you watch the film you'll see that he's actually a good guy. He's one of the goodies. So the minifigures are of course the four Beatles. We've got John, Paul, George and Ringo. They each have an accessory, and my favourite is the tile piece that's got love on it that Paul is holding. I think that's really nice. And the one that George has got is a little bit weird. I think it's meant to be a part of the engine or some kind of piece like that, but it does look really cool. Ringo at the end has a rather plain kind of round tiles. There's nothing special about that. So here's John. He looks really cool. He's got different coloured legs, and if you notice on the side he's got stripes down his legs as well. That is a really nice detail. I think this guy looks absolutely fantastic. It's probably my favourite character. He does have some printing on his front as well, and it's in that kind of groovy late 60s early 70s kind of look. You also get a different face on this guy, so I'll just turn him around so you can see that. He's kind of looking a little bit more serious there in this one, as opposed to this one. Here's Paul. I like the colours that they've used and I like his tie. But what's really cool is the little tile that's got love printed on it. He doesn't have much going on at the back. He does have the different coloured legs again. So let's just have a quick look at his alternate face. So that's one side and that's the other. He's got kind of a smirk on that side, I would say. Something I really do like about this one is the sideburns down the side of his face. I think they look really cool. It's a really awesome detail. Here's George. He's a little bit more plain than the other ones. He's got a nice little beard print on his face and there's a little bit of detailing on his torso. His trousers are just plain black. I like his hairpiece, it's pretty cool. There's nothing going on the back. He's very kind of minimalist, this one, but it does look good. And let's see his alternate face. So he's quite happy, smiling here. Let's see what the other side is like. Bit more serious, but it's got quite a stern look going on there. And here's Ringo. Again, his accessory is not that exciting, just kind of the round flat tile, but his clothes are good. I like his torso print. I like the colours that they've used, and his face design and his hair are absolutely awesome. They really kind of match this guy. Let's see what his face is like on the back. Looks a bit less happy there, but still a bit more serious. But even so, I really like these figures. I think they look absolutely awesome. I did say earlier you can fit all 4 characters inside the submarine when the lid comes off, so let's take a look at how cool that looks. Okay, so I've got them all lined up in there. It does look really cool. It's like they're on some kind of ride at Alton Towers or on a log flume or something like that. But it does look really neat. And you can actually even put the lid back on top while they're in there. So that's a good place to store the minifigures if you don't want to have them on the display stand. With all of the minifigures, you did get an accessory. And the cool thing about this submarine is you get a little section here that pops off. And in there, you can just put the accessories to keep them safe while your minifigures are on a journey in the submarine. Okay, that's it. That sums up my look at this LEGO Ideas, the Beatles Yellow Submarine set. I really like it. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please remember to hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe as well. Thanks for watching. Bye.